What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Jimbo Slice Workshop. We got something cool and exciting from Dewalt. Yes, this has been on the streets for a little over a year, but we finally got it in the shop. We got our hands on it, and I got to say, I love this tool here. This is their Blade Right 7¼ inch circular saw, model DCS575. Now, you will notice this is an older model. This is a Type 1 where it doesn't have the rafter hook. Just recently, within the last month or so, Dewalt has released this saw in a Type 2 variant with a rafter hook, which is cool because people have been outcrying for this on their tools, and nobody understood why Dewalt didn't put this on the saw when they released it. So other than that, it is a phenomenal saw to use. Loads of power. It runs on their 60-volt batteries, which are their Flexvolt packs. You can run them in 20-volt or 60-volt orientations. But this takes it as a 2 amp or 3 amp if you have the 9.0 pack, 60-volt packs. You can get this in a couple iterations of kit. You can get it as a bare tool, or you can get a T1 or a T2 kit. T1, 1 battery, T2, 2 batteries. I want to say right now you can find a single battery kit for about $249 to $299. 2 battery kits are around $350. Shoot over to Acme Tools. It should be your one-stop shop for tools of this caliber here. You always get a good deal, and you get it delivered to your door. Don't even have to fight the stores. So let's talk about the saw here. 2 9/16 inch cutting depth. That's at perfectly 90 degrees. If you put that in a bevel at 45 degrees, it drops you down to 2 5/16 inch cut depth. It will bevel up to 57 degrees, but you are going to lose that capacity. You probably dropped around 2 inches. Loads of power. The saw spins at 5,800 RPMs per minute. And I got to say, nothing bogs this down. Well, you can bog it down if you cut like an idiot, but this saw is immensely powerful for a cordless saw. And there is a new version of this saw as well. They also have a left-handed rear-handled, or I'm sorry, a left blade rear handle saw, which is even more powerful. It's crazy. Crazy how powerful this saw is. Much more powerful than the Milwaukee Fuel, much more powerful than the 6.5 inch saws. This thing is just a monster. It does have a nice dust chute here, so it's going to inject your chips and dust out of the way, out of your cutting line, which a couple saws don't always have. In particular, my Blade Left 6.5 inch Milwaukee, as well as the new Makita X2 rear handle saw. There's no dust poured on that. I've even seen people mod their saws and they put a little vacuum adapter on there too. Really cool stuff. So this is a brushless saw, like I said. It is we call it a top handle Blade Right saw, just your typical setup for a sidewinder saw. Really good stuff. This is your depth adjust here, as you can see, very simple, as well as here you have a nice easy flip for your bevel here. Nothing fancy there. You do have some detents in there, as you can hear them, particularly at 22.5 and 45 degrees, your common angles for bevel. You do have a nice metal shoe, metal guard. It's not plastic. I hate seeing plastic on tools like this. It is a pretty solid shoe. You do get a little bit of play, but once you apply some pressure in that, it's really not too bad. You do get a little bit of wiggle, but not as much deflection as you have in some other saws that are on the market. Your arbor stop is up here, and right back here, you can pull your blade wrench out. Now, the nice thing is they don't give you that crappy little Allen key. You have a nice regular nut on here, so if you lose this, well, you can just grab an actual wrench out of your bag. So that slides right back there. Now the saw does get dusty. Obviously, it's a saw. It's meant to get dirty, but it does a really good job of deflecting the dust away from you when you are cutting. Ergonomically, it is awesome. They do give you a little bit of an angle on the front handle that kind of adjusts to where you hold the saw. To pull the trigger, obviously we have the safety lock. It operates in either hand orientations, whether you push it to the left or you push it to the right. you can activate the saw that way. It also features a quick brake on there. Stops up within a couple seconds so that blade does not keep spinning. We also have an LED light. It is a really bright bluish white LED on there. It does a pretty good job of illuminating the cutting line, mainly due to the dust port back here. So I love the saw, really good. Now I'm not particularly fond of blade right saws. Day to day I prefer using a smaller left-handed saw, but when you do need to bring that bigger demo saw out, this is a good option for you. Particularly if you can't really afford the new up-and-coming rear handle saw that's coming out, this is a good model to have. Also, be excited, 20 volt max users, they have the 20 volt version of this saw, which only operates on the 20 volt packs. Pretty much it's almost the exact same saw, except it has a 20 volt, I'm sorry, it has an 18 volt motor. This is a 54 volt motor. Dewalt, I'm going to get into it a little bit. They use the nominal voltage on this here, so an uncharged pack will read either 60 volts in the 60 volt setup or 20 volts. But as soon as you put it under load, it's either 18 or 54 volts. Overseas, you are going to see that as an 18 or 54. Here in America, we like big numbers, so we make it sound bigger and badder than it actually is. But it is cool, it is pretty affordable, it's a good rejuvenation to the 20 volt line and 20 volt users that haven't had a brushless saw. So now you have that option. You can get that in a brushless 20 volt version. So cool stuff here from Dewalt and their Flexvolt line. I was a little skeptical at first of this whole situation, but it is growing on me, and I do have two of their Flexvolt tools. I have this and the stud drill. Really just phenomenal, powerful machines. I think is the further we push the power of tools, we do need to expand our battery technology. And with the up-and-coming cells coming out, I think the right way was to go for a higher voltage pack. So that's all I got for you guys today. Cool saw, yes, I know this isn't exactly the newest of tools. It has been around in the market for a while, but it is new to our workshop here. And I do have to recommend this, particularly because you can find this on sale with the release of the new saw coming out. So don't hesitate to pick this up. It is plenty powerful for what most guys are going to do. Unless you're framing day to day, you're going to want to get into that rear handle saw, which we will be having on the channel within the next few weeks or so. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Head over to JimboSlicedWorkshop.com, where you can click on some of the latest tool reviews if you don't like hearing me talk and just like reading. I got some cool pictures and stuff on there as well. Or get over to Instagram, where I got little snippets and all sorts of goodies on there too. So give me a follow, give me a like, thumbs up. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching.